Hey everybody, welcome back to Where and When. You know, it's interesting looking back on the evolution of one of the biggest animation studios in the world. From short films about lamps playing with bouncy balls, to full-length films about toys coming to life, to some of the most emotionally gripping stuff you could ever show a child, Pixar sure has come a long way. And today, we're going to honor them by taking a look at one of their biggest films. 2008's WALL-E is widely considered to be one of Pixar's greatest films. It scored triple its box office return, was the winner of 5 Academy Awards, and 2 of them were ironically named after space, and touches on themes of morality, environmentalism, technology, and the evolution of humanity. It's no wonder that so many people have theories about this movie. It creates a lot of talking points. In the far future, humans have abandoned Earth because of overpollution, so they created a series of robots to clean up the mess. These types of robots are called WALL-Es, but centuries later, only one robot remains. The rest have died off. This particular robot finds a plant growing amongst the garbage and debris, a sign that life is coming back to Earth. And he also meets another robot by the name of Eve. The two of them spark a friendship, but it goes south very quickly when Eve goes into shutdown mode after discovering the plant. A transport ship arrives to take Eve back to the mothership, and WALL-E tags along as well. Once they arrive on board the ship, the plant goes missing, so it's up to Eve, WALL-E, and this ragtag gang of robots to see if they can find the plant and convince the ship's captain to return the humans back to Earth. Because if machines, if robots can understand the importance of life, maybe we can too. Oh, wait, wrong movie. Sorry. So, with all that in mind, let's perform our own directive and take a look at where and when WALL-E takes place.
Where does it take place?
The first third of the movie takes place on Earth, in this unknown, abandoned, trash-filled city. There's not a whole lot we can glean from this city other than it's big, it's got a shipyard, and it's got a road bridge going across what used to be a bay. Actually, 2 road bridges, but we'll get to that in a moment. So, at the very beginning of the movie, when the camera zooms into Earth, it zooms in right into the east coast of the United States, in what looks to be the Virginia, North Carolina area. And a closer look takes us right into the border area. Now keep in mind, we're looking at this from the viewpoint of 2025, so it's unclear whether or not these results will turn out differently in the future. But having said that, at present, there are no major cities on the northern part of North Carolina's coastline, which means that the film takes place in Virginia, specifically the Hampton Roads metropolitan area. The Pixar short Bernie shows everybody celebrating in the dried up bay, and thanks to the camera zooming, we can confirm that the city is on the south side of the bay. You know how I mentioned that this city used to have a road bridge? Well, if you look very closely, this road bridge used to go across the entire bay to the city on the other side, which actually narrows it down to 2 locations, Norfolk and Suffolk. Now, at some point in the movie, we see WALL-E and Eve watching the sunset, and in the very far off distance you can see the landmarks of WALL-E's city. So this means that WALL-E's city is Suffolk. Now here's the thing. Suffolk doesn't have a big downtown area the same way Norfolk does. So I have my own little theory regarding this movie. I think that in this universe, the city of Norfolk essentially encompassed its surroundings on the south side of the bay. Think of it like Demolition Man, where all the cities in Southern California are basically encompassed into one giant megalopolis. I think Norfolk did the exact same thing in this universe. I mean, look at the other side of the bay. You see how that's all one giant city as well? Well, I'm thinking that for the north side, Newport News encompassed its entire surroundings, and on the south side, Norfolk encompassed its entire surroundings. That's my theory, but I could be 100% wrong. Now, the rest of the movie takes place in outer space. But where exactly in outer space? Well, after leaving orbit, the Axiom return vehicle passes the moon, which is 238,900 miles from Earth. After that, it circles back around and passes the sun, which is 93 million miles from Earth. And the next location we see is the planet Saturn, the 6th planet in the solar system. This is 821,190,000 miles from Earth, and 886 million miles from the sun. After this, we see the ship exiting the Milky Way and traveling into the far reaches of intergalactic space. When we see the shuttle approaching the Axiom, we are in Barnard 33, which is also called the Horsehead Nebula, in the constellation Orion. The Horsehead Nebula is located 1,375 light-years from Earth. Or, oh boy, prepare for a lot. 8 quadrillion, 83 trillion, 100 billion miles. But the script draft from this movie puts it in a different location entirely, in the Dumbbell Nebula, in the Vulpecula constellation. The Dumbbell Nebula is 1,360 light-years from Earth, which measures out to 7 quadrillion, 994 trillion, 900 billion miles.
When does it take place?
You know how I mentioned the short Bernie? Well, at the very beginning of that short, they actually say what year this takes place in. 2805. And at some point in the movie, the captain announces just how long they've been in space.
And welcome to day 255,642 aboard the Axiom.
This exact amount of days totals out to 699 years, 11 months, and 3 days. Which means that humanity left Earth in 2105. This is also reinforced by the listing of the captains, the first of which begins in 2105. Now, I want to bring this point up.
Oh, hey, I see the ship's log is showing that today is our 700th anniversary of our 5-year cruise.
This exact amount of time would not equal the anniversary of the day they left Earth. They would be off by a month. And just in case anyone's curious, here's the order of the captains and how long each of them served. And the last thing I want to point out is this. The Axiom is supposed to be on a quote-unquote 5-year cruise, which is supposed to be how long, by and large, we'll clean up the Earth. So the end of the cruise would coincide with the end of Operation Cleanup, which was scheduled for 2110.
Computer, when was that message sent out to the Axiom?
Message received in the year 2110.
Now, as they mentioned in the film, Operation Cleanup ended in total failure, so they ended up shelving the project. But, as shown at the end of the movie, humanity finally returns back to Earth.
Conclusion.
Wall-E takes place in the year 2805. Most of the film takes place in the Horsehead Nebula, while the scenes on Earth take place in the city of Suffolk, Virginia, which in this universe is encompassed into the city of Norfolk.
Random trivia.
To date, Wall-E is the only Pixar film to feature live-action footage. Not only did Pixar shoot scenes for the movie, but Disney went through a legal battle with 20th Century Fox to obtain the rights to use scenes from their 1969 film Hello Dolly. Ironically, in 2019, 50 years after Hello Dolly came out, Disney purchased 20th Century Fox and their entire film library.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Otto.